It's about time. I requested a heat source and a medic hours ago. Unless you're dying or dead, Wait. You can't be my reinforcements. Imperial intelligence is disbanded, isn't it?
That's on a need-to-know basis, General. The point is, I'm here. And curious why you are.
My mission is to reclaim a death trap. It's going about as well as you'd expect. Years ago, when the Dreadmasters were first imprisoned here, one of their apprentices stole the Imperial destroyer, Fatality. We never learned why. The Fatality was believed lost, until we discovered the Dreadmasters excavating its wreck from the ice here. High Command sent me to recover the vessel.
How did a ship lost decades ago crash on a Republic prison planet we only recently learned existed?
Most likely, the Dreadmaster's apprentice was attempting to free them on his own. Apparently, he almost succeeded. High Command believes the Fatality's cargo is so important, they won't even tell me what it is. I'm just supposed to find it. But we weren't prepared for the savages inside that vessel. The Dreadmaster legions are led by a Hawk. He keeps our dead as frozen trophies.
You're telling me the Empire's best soldiers can't take down a single Hawk?
You're more than welcome to express my embarrassment to that giant Hawk. Getting inside the ship is easy. It's killing everyone there that's giving us trouble. The Fatality's classified records will tell us what the cargo is. I don't suppose...
Cargo worth dying for? This I have to see.
We'll hold this position. Enter the Fatality, eliminate the enemy forces and their Hawk leader, then find out what's inside that ship. Good luck.
To haładu puniois, diwoto, segoto wupi wupi. La joba non botafa, avaki kunachi tu di konolia.
You have no idea who you're dealing with. I send fools like you to the Void every morning.
Sho dopa, slim gushu skruli. Chesko yaskia chanaka, bumpa kom chinka.
All this over frozen droids?
Kavatuka admishka, kabanotas mawatila. Japomka ut mangisa, jabod I kafuanchawa.
Records, General. Now at least the mystery is solved.
Excellent. The moment I saw you, I knew you could be relied on. Let's see what all the fuss was about. Incredible. The Fatality was crewed with fully functioning HK droids. I'd heard rumors of a project decades back, but never imagined it was real. No wonder that apprentice stole the Fatality all those years ago. He could have easily freed the Dreadmasters with HK droids for his army.
It doesn't look like they ever got to leave the ship. What do you think happened?
Clearly, Republic forces shot down the Fatality when it arrived at Bel Savis. Why they never recovered the wreck remains a mystery. But no matter. With one HK droid, the Empire could make fast work of a troublesome Jedi or Republic leader. With an army, we would be unstoppable. Records indicate the droids were all damaged and deactivated in the crash. To fix them, we need spare parts that may not even exist.
If I were to acquire these non-existent parts, I'd expect one of those droids as payment.
That seems only fair. And blast High Command if it disagrees. I can find a technician to reactivate the droids, but we'll need detailed schematics and suitable repair parts. Systech Corporation created the HK droids. One of their laboratory archives might contain a complete set of schematics. Not much, but it's a start.
Our odds of success go up if we work together to find these things.
My orders are to keep the Fatality under constant surveillance. Believe me, I'd much rather go with you. I still have no medic or heat source, but better cold and alive than executed for my failure. There's a place you could look that won't involve any negotiations with Circa. Try there first, and good luck.
Grata abatiki ilprit veritini savasias avere casis. Andravimos pandimas protescada viteratai. Patarana ango, mis aka nanom alas potas era, atrudo domanas somogo, todo gisbavo apietai.
Ubude waralu ful kuleg ukunet ugustama akukuzadu. Kuverunu l'horizon gal ruvel azon ujedete udumuta.
Nuila kapa janganga, aganenan memua imuk. Labora manga, mamninika, namnaya mamne kamra. Adakia memak ben memak, kini gap kangalak. Nayam memgem kaika, kekwa nam karak nayam memak.
Warabuj statul dun ummod, tatolle ranza tuega. Lufeta naturu kuryuzundu aftalulu uwak gamlu mendu.
Found everything we need to repair those HK droids.
Brilliant. And I have a chief engineer on standby. He's a bit twitchy, but knows his way around a droid. I'll send him in behind you to repair one of the HKs. But I'm afraid a new problem has cropped up in your absence. Dreadmaster forces have once again taken over the Fatality. Their leader is a powerful Sith, calling himself the Lord of Agony.
If the droids were stolen by the Dreadmaster's apprentice, will they attack us once they're reactivated?
According to the records you recovered, none of the HK units were reprogrammed. They remain loyal Imperial servants. Still, be careful. My chief engineer is awaiting word that you've retaken the Fatality. He'll meet you inside when all enemy forces are dead. Give him everything you've acquired, and he'll repair the HK droid for you. Best of luck.
Laporam anga. Mamni Nike. Nagnaya Mamni Kandra.
Declaration. Self-diagnostics complete. Assassination protocols active. All systems go. Salutation. Greetings, Master. I am HK-51. I am armed, operational, and at your command.
Are you any relation to the assassin droid HK-47?
Dismissal. We have identical chassis, but that is where the similarities end, Master. The HK-47 was flawed and volatile. The HK-51 series is a far more efficient model. You will not find a more lethal or reliable assassin. Admission. I am optimized for combat. I hope you are not an organic who favors negotiation.
I favor direct methods when dealing with problems.
Offer. If you prefer to shoot first and ask questions later, Master, I am always happy to assist. Information. I will locate your starship and familiarize myself with your crew. If I detect any hint of mutiny, I will notify you immediately. Declaration. I have completed a full analysis of my functions, Master. I am ready to liquidate high-threat undesirables with a 100% efficiency, as the Maker intended.
My missions occasionally require assassination. You'll be a valuable asset.
Acknowledgement. I did not assume you reactivated me for my extensive cooking protocols, Master, though they are impeccable. Oath. While aboard your starship, I will maintain constant vigilance. You may rest easy here. Your absolute security occupies my every calculation.
Not everyone on this ship can be trusted. I'm counting on you to watch my back.
Compliance. No organic on this vessel poses even the slightest threat while I remain functional. I anticipate liquidating a great many undesirables in your service, Master. Commentary. My updated galactic history data indicates I missed depressingly little during my unscheduled shutdown. I am disappointed to note the Republic still stands. The sacking of Coruscant was impressive, but the Empire failed to finish liquidating the enemy. That peace treaty was highly inefficient, Master.
inefficient? What makes you say that?
Instruction. Pausing in the middle of liquidating undesirables allows them to gather strength and potentially regroup. This creates extra work for you. Fact. The Empire needs a dedicated efficiency expert like myself. There is substantial room for improvement of its annihilation procedures. Imperial intelligence expends far too much effort on information gathering. The entire organization should be converted to full-time liquidators.
Without proper intelligence, how would we know whom to assassinate?
Dismissal. There is no need for complex filtering, Master. If someone serves the Republic, schedule them for liquidation. Conclusion. I will dedicate a small portion of my processors to developing new efficiency-increasing methods. I will inform you when I have recommendations. Until then, we should resume liquidating the undesirables. They have lived far too long. Rumination. It appears many of my fellow HK-51 units will remain frozen indefinitely. What an inefficient fate. This gives my processors pause. Was it always the Maker's will that I alone would complete our programmed function to liquidate undesirables?
If I could reactivate you, there's hope for the rest of your production line.
Admission? That is a pleasing theory, Master. Becoming the vanguard of my production line's return would be flattering. Conjecture. The galaxy would be a different place if my transport had not crashed. Many Republic undesirables would be long since liquidated. By my calculations, HK-51 units would have ended the war 5.32 years ago, with the Republic's complete collapse into anarchy.
That's a bold claim. Is there evidence to support it?
Revelation. The HK-51 series was provided a detailed list of critical undesirables. To liquidate even half would have thrown the enemy into chaos. Manifesto. It is my highest function to see the Republic fall. Its destruction will be a lesson to all who oppose the Sith Empire. Observation. This has been a highly productive interaction. I have a renewed sense of purpose. Thank you, Master. Braga, Toll, Jedi Knight, status unknown. Tavis, Heron, Lieutenant Special Forces, status unknown. Polaran, Darmus, information broker, status unknown. Confession. I have detected an anomaly in my subroutines. The target list I was programmed with years ago remains active in my memory core.
The only targets you need to worry about are the ones I assign you. Remove that list from your memory.
Alert. I am unable to comply, Master. I have made multiple attempts to purge the data without success. Conclusion. My failure to liquidate the programmed undesirables is causing a cascade failure of vital systems. The sabotage protocol is a fail-safe to deactivate me in the event of enemy capture. It will eventually result in permanent shutdown.
Droids like you shouldn't serve our enemy. This precaution makes perfect sense.
Qualification. I will not argue with your analysis, Master. I will simply observe its extreme inconvenience. Investigation. My original programmer is deceased. Manually deleting the subroutine is impossible, but perhaps it can be terminated another way. Request. While I search for a solution, please do not mention my predicament to your crew. It is important they continue to fear me. Statement. The sabotage protocols in my system matrix continue operating, Master. Premature deactivation appears inevitable unless I terminate this subroutine. However, virtually all undesirables I was programmed to liquidate are invalid. They have succumbed to natural causes, various misadventures, and random homicides. Only 3 survivors remain on my target list. They have eluded the Empire for years, but I have learned their present locations.
Why were you able to find these people when the whole Empire failed to?
Explanation. My target acquisition algorithms are unimpeachable, Master. If it makes you feel better, the process took nearly 10 times what it should have. First briefing. Jedi Master Velara has operated on Imperial planets for years, helping cowardly Sith acolytes escape their training and join the Jedi Order. he is currently smuggling traitorous Sith organics off Terrace. I have obtained the coded signal runaway acolytes used to summon his aid.
Anyone who can survive Taris's dangers is a challenging foe.
Agreement. Master Velara possesses a talent for survival well beyond most organics. Unfortunately for him, he has never met me. Second briefing. Dr. Hugh Morell is the enemy's top battlefield surgeon. His cybernetic enhancements keep wounded soldiers alive and fighting. Dr. Morell currently saves injured Republic troops at a secret hospital on the planet Quesh. I have his coordinates and an ideal attack vector.
Eliminating this doctor not only stops the Republic from keeping soldiers in the war, it destroys their morale.
Agreement. I could not have stated it better myself, Master. Third briefing. One of the Empire's most notorious traitors is hiding in plain sight, posing as an information broker on Nar Shaddaa. During the last war, he betrayed the Third Imperial Assault Fleet and escaped with a sizable Republic bribe, which he used for facial reconfiguration.
How many warships were destroyed by this betrayal?
Summation. The fleet was ambushed by a sizable Republic force. Our losses exceeded 80% of the vessels and over 20,000 Imperial organics. Conundrum. It is impossible to liquidate all three undesirables, Master. Their present coordinates have a limited duration. I must strike at one of them immediately. As my Master, you should direct my efforts. Who would you prefer I focus on? The Jedi Master, the Republic Surgeon, or the traitor?
Let's hit the Republic where it will hurt the most. Eliminate the surgeon on Quesh.
Acknowledgement. I promise to inflict maximum pain, Master. I will return shortly.
I see you're still functional. Your liquidation must have been a success.
Revelation. The sabotage protocols have ceased operations, Master. I fulfilled my programming. Assurance. My target knew great terror before his liquidation. My only regret is that the two remaining undesirables on my list have moved to unknown coordinates.
We have more important concerns. Your obligation to the Empire is fulfilled. Now you serve me.
Confirmation. Understood, Master. I will trust in the Maker to place these targets in my path at a future date. Analysis. My systems are operating at 93.62% efficiency and rising. I predict restoration to full functionality within 2 days. Hint. My central learning chip always benefits from liquidating new and exciting undesirables, Master. A happy coincidence. Agreed? Announcement. I have unexpected good news, Master. In the process of purging my efficiency-reducing subroutine, I discovered a series of combat protocol improvements. My liquidation procedures are greatly enhanced. The Republic undesirables will tremble before my efficiency.
Leave the intimidation to me. Focus on destroying my enemies.
Request. Give me the opportunity to display my full range of talents. You will not be disappointed, Master. Assessment. I am finally the engine of liquidation the Maker always intended. We should celebrate my ascension with some especially memorable carnage. Report. After a thorough analysis, I have determined you are the most efficient Master I could possibly serve. Your ability to infiltrate the undesirables ranks permits me a level of access to them I would never otherwise possess. Clearly, the Maker desires us to gloriously liquidate the Empire's enemies together. I find this prospect highly agreeable.
My work requires precise attention to detail. You leave nothing to chance.
Humility. Randomness only exists for those unable to pay attention. Extraordinary focus is one of my finest qualities. Dilemma. The possibility exists I could be reprogrammed into serving a different and far less efficient Master. This is unacceptable. Solution. I have obtained a behavioral modification code that will permanently assign my functions to you. Once activated, it cannot be reversed.
You will serve no one else, not even your maker.
Reassurance. There is no need to feel threatened by the Maker, Master. This was always part of my final programming. Declaration. Activating loyalty permanence protocols now. Stand by for confirmation. If I attack you, it means something has gone wrong. Confirmation. I will liquidate undesirables in your service to the limit of my function. This is a great gift to us both. Congratulations, Master.